The girl wanted to escape. Even with a gun pointed at her, she remained completely calm until she opened the door and saw a familiar figure standing in the dark. That's when she trembled and backed away in fear, because she knew that man was far more terrifying than the gang of punks inside. Seeing how afraid the girl was of this man, the others in the room were so spooked they didn't know what to do. But before long, the gang boss couldn't sit still anymore. No matter how dangerous this guy seemed, he was just a man. The boss had seen it all before and wanted to see with his own eyes what tricks the guy could possibly pull. Before anyone could react, the gang boss was sent straight to hell. That sight alone sent the punks scrambling back into the room. Clearly, this man was far more dangerous than they'd imagined. With the boss dead and one of their own badly wounded, they blamed everything on the troublemaker who'd started it all, while two of them argued non-stop. The girl watched it all unfold with eerie calm. She'd already seen what that man was capable of. When she'd been imprisoned before, he used to slash himself with a knife every day just to break her spirit and make her obedient. So to her, none of this seemed all that cruel. But to these small-time thugs who were used to con jobs and petty scams, the man's methods were truly terrifying. If they didn't get out of there soon, they'd either be killed by him or scared to death by their own imaginations. With that in mind, they decided not to sit around waiting to die. If they could just make it to the garage, maybe they could get a car and make it out alive. To play it safe, they sent two guys ahead to scout the way. Surprisingly, those two actually made it to the garage without a hitch. Just when they thought they were finally safe, they discovered the car wouldn't start. The injured punk rushed to check the engine, but in the very next second, he dropped dead on the spot. The girl took off running the moment she saw that, but she barely made it a few steps. Seizing that brief window of opportunity, the rest of the punks jumped into another car and sped away. It was only thanks to the time their fallen friend bought them that they managed to escape. After a full day and night on the run, they finally pulled into a motel, hoping to rest. But shockingly, even with a killer on their tail, one of the punks had the nerve to make an inappropriate move on the girl. Little did he know, that move would be the beginning of his own destruction.